I recently discovered a delightful pop-up card technique from Crafts by Liuba. With a warm cup of tea by my side, I followed her clear tutorial. Captivated by her official tone and authentic English, the step-by-step instructions made it easy to grasp the concept. By the end, I proudly created a beautiful card, feeling a sense of accomplishment. This experience ignited my passion for crafting, sparking new creative ideas for future projects.
Hello everyone, and welcome back. Today I'm so excited to share a little creative journey that brought me a surprising amount of joy and a real sense of accomplishment. It's a story about learning something new, about the power of online communities, and about how a simple craft can brighten your day. It all began on a quiet afternoon. I had my favorite mug of tea warming my hands, the gentle hum of my laptop filling the room, and a desire to get lost in something creative. I opened up YouTube, a familiar portal to endless inspiration, and found myself drawn to a tutorial by Crafts by Liuba. I've been following her channel for a while now, and there's something incredibly comforting and empowering about her approach. She has this remarkable ability to break down complex techniques into simple, manageable steps, always with a calm, patient demeanor and a treasure trove of clever little tips and tricks. It's the kind of guidance that makes you feel like, yes, I can absolutely do this. This particular day, Liuba was showcasing one of her signature pop-up card techniques. As I watched her hands move with such practiced grace, carefully folding and scoring, a familiar feeling washed over me. That spark of curiosity, that gentle nudge to try something new. I've always been fascinated by pop-up cards. There's a certain magic in the way a flat piece of paper can transform into a vibrant, three-dimensional scene with just a few folds. It's like a miniature surprise waiting to unfold. Liuba's explanation was, as always, crystal clear. She walked through each step with such precision, explaining the why behind each fold and cut. She highlighted common pitfalls and offered simple solutions, making the entire process feel accessible. I remember her mentioning how important it is to be precise with your measurements, and how even a millimeter can make a difference in how smoothly the pop-up mechanism works. It's these small details, these nuggets of wisdom, that truly elevate her tutorials. She doesn't just show you how to do something, she helps you understand the underlying principles, which is so valuable for building confidence and fostering a deeper appreciation for the craft. So I decided to dive in. I gathered my supplies, some sturdy cardstock in a lovely shade of teal, a crisp white paper for the pop-up elements, a reliable craft knife, a scoring tool, and my trusty ruler. There's a certain ritual to preparing for a craft project, isn't there? The act of selecting the materials, feeling their texture, and arranging them on your workspace can be incredibly grounding. It's a moment of intentionality, a conscious decision to step away from the everyday hustle and immerse yourself in something tangible and beautiful. As I started following Liuba's instructions, I found myself completely absorbed. The world outside my little crafting corner seemed to fade away. It was just me, the paper, and the quiet focus required to bring the design to life. There were moments of intense concentration, where I held my breath as I made a delicate cut or a precise fold. And yes, there were a few instances where I had to pause and rewatch a section of the video. Perhaps I hadn't aligned my ruler perfectly, or maybe my scoreline wasn't deep enough. But instead of feeling frustrated, I felt a sense of gentle persistence. Liuba's calm voice in the background was a constant reminder that mistakes are just part of the learning process, opportunities to refine your technique. One of the things I particularly appreciated about Liuba's tutorial was her emphasis on the tactile nature of paper crafting. She spoke about the satisfying snap of a well-scored fold, the smooth glide of the scoring tool, and the crispness of a clean cut. These sensory details are often overlooked in digital tutorials, but they are so integral to the experience of making something with your hands. It's a reminder that crafting isn't just about the end result. It's about the journey, the process, and the connection you build with the materials. As I progressed through the steps, the pop-up mechanism began to take shape. It was like watching a secret unfold. The way the different layers interacted, the clever angles that allowed the elements to spring forward. It was pure ingenuity. Liuba's explanation of how to ensure the pop-up elements would clear each other when the card was opened and closed was particularly insightful. She explained the importance of creating a slight offset, a subtle detail that makes all the difference between a card that works smoothly and one that gets stuck. It's these kinds of practical, problem-solving tips that make her tutorials so incredibly valuable. There was a moment, about 2/3 of the way through, where I felt a surge of anticipation. The main structure of the pop-up was complete, and I could already see the potential of the finished card. It was a feeling of quiet excitement, the kind you get when you're on the cusp of completing something you've worked hard on. I carefully attached the decorative elements, adding a touch of color and personality. Each placement felt deliberate, a small act of creation adding to the overall beauty of the piece. Finally, the moment of truth arrived. I gently closed the card, my heart beating a little faster. Then, with a sense of hopeful expectation, I opened it. And there it was. The pop-up element sprang to life, perfectly aligned, creating a delightful three-dimensional scene. It was exactly as Liuba had demonstrated, but it was mine. I had followed her guidance, applied her techniques, and brought this intricate design to life with my own hands. The feeling that washed over me was one of pure, unadulterated pride. It wasn't a boastful pride, but a quiet, deeply satisfying sense of accomplishment. It was the pride of having learned something new, of having overcome a challenge, and of having created something beautiful. In a world that often feels so fast-paced and digital, there's something incredibly grounding and rewarding about engaging in a hands-on craft. It's a way to slow down, to focus, and to experience the tangible joy of making. This experience with Liuba's tutorial reminded me of the incredible power of online learning communities. Here I was in my own home, learning a sophisticated crafting technique from an expert on the other side of the world. YouTube and creators like Liuba have democratized access to knowledge and skills in such a profound way. It's a testament to the generosity of spirit that exists online, where people are willing to share their expertise and passion to help others grow. What I love most about Liuba's approach is that she encourages experimentation and personalization. While her tutorials provide a solid foundation, she always inspires you to add your own creative flair. She might suggest different color palettes, embellishments, or even variations on the pop-up mechanism itself. This freedom to adapt and personalize is what makes crafting such a personal and fulfilling endeavor. It's not about perfectly replicating someone else's work. It's about using their inspiration as a springboard for your own unique expression. This pop-up card technique in particular has opened up a whole new world of possibilities for me. I can already envision creating personalized cards for birthdays, holidays, and special occasions, each one infused with a personal touch and a handcrafted element. It's a way to connect with loved ones on a deeper level, to send a tangible piece of your affection and creativity their way. The act of giving a handmade card is so much more meaningful than a generic, store-bought one. And now I have the skills to create something truly special. The process of learning this technique also taught me a valuable lesson about patience and perseverance. There were moments when I felt a slight hesitation, a doubt about whether I could execute a particular step correctly. But by trusting Liuba's guidance and reminding myself that learning takes time, I pushed through, and the reward of seeing the finished product, of holding that beautifully crafted pop-up card in my hands, was absolutely worth every moment of focused effort. It's amazing how a simple craft can have such a positive impact on our well-being. In a world that can sometimes feel overwhelming, engaging in a creative activity like paper crafting can be incredibly therapeutic. It allows us to enter a state of flow, where we become fully immersed in the present moment, our minds free from worries and distractions. The focus required for intricate folding and precise cutting can be a form of active meditation, a way to calm the mind and reduce stress. I'm so grateful for Liuba and her wonderful channel. Her dedication to sharing her craft with such clarity and enthusiasm is truly inspiring. She has a gift for making complex things seem simple and for instilling confidence in her viewers. This pop-up card technique is just one example of the many valuable skills I've learned from her tutorials. Each video is a little lesson in creativity, patience, and the joy of making. So if you've ever been curious about paper crafting, or if you're looking for a new creative outlet, I highly recommend checking out Crafts by Liuba. You might just discover a hidden talent, a new passion, or simply a wonderful way to unwind and create something beautiful. It's a reminder that we are all capable of learning and creating, and that sometimes the most rewarding Experiences come from stepping outside our comfort zones and trying something new. Thank you so much for joining me on this little creative adventure. I hope it inspires you to explore your own creative side and to embrace the joy of learning. If you enjoyed this story, please consider following along for more creative explorations and tips. Until next time, happy crafting!